It's the Mega Man, and nah, that doesn't stand for hate. We're just saying it's time for education to be great.
Hello everyone, this is Make Education Great Again 2. I'm your host Chris Morris. Thank you for coming on, subscribing, click the notification bell, and click all notifications when it comes to this particular channel, when it comes to what we're trying to talk about. Today we have mega news out of Michigan. Now a lot of you guys have been writing to me asking, Chris, why don't you cover more about Arizona? Why don't you cover more about Michigan? Well, you know, I got to be careful. I got to be YouTube friendly. So I'm doing today's content on our second YouTube channel. And man, let me tell you, there's this tiny little law firm, I believe, it's DiPerno Law. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description here. And they just had breaking evidence that shows that you cannot trust these machines, folks. You cannot trust these machines. He did a test. I have video evidence of the test, and you'll see how when you put in ballots, paper ballots, into this particular machine, you are not going to be getting the results that are matching the ballots. And he proved it, and this is huge. As Donald Trump would say, this is huge. It's huge, okay? And I think, you know, how many states were using these machines? I mean, this could be the domino that sets things off, and this is huge. I remember I watched the other day. I like to cover lots of different people, and Beheezy is a good guy. He's hilarious. I firmly believe everybody watching me should be watching him too. And he was covering this. I want to cover it as well. And you know, honestly, this is a tiny little lawsuit that is suing basically suing basically for the election outcomes, and nobody's like paying attention to him. And you know, David can take out Goliath, and if you watch this, I don't know how you can't make as much noise about it as need be. And you can even donate to this lawsuit if you'd like to. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Without further ado, let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys to see. This is the website that I'm leaving in the description, dipernolaw.com. Hopefully you know, we can leave this up here as long as possible, but listen to this, watch this. Unbelievable proof that this is far from over. So check this out. Let me see if I can. There we go.
Well, legal proceedings continue in Antrim County in northern Michigan, where hearings have been held back and forth regarding the results of the 2020 election. And from November 3rd on, the eyes of many in the nation were focused on voting irregularities in Antrim County, Michigan. Now, Matt DiPerno's legal team is revealing exclusively to One American News the next phase of their legal strategy. They have brought in their own expert, who has access to both the voting machines and the tabulation software. Jeffrey Lenberg is a systems vulnerability expert with an extensive background in national security, who has been brought in by the plaintiffs in the case to give his analysis of the Antrim County election and their use of these electronic voting systems. Here's what Lenberg showed us.
So check this out. He's putting in the ballots.
Yeah. This ballot is for Biden.
This is a ballot, Biden ballot, excuse me, right here, going into the tabulator.
Next ballot is for Biden.
This one's also for Biden. So we're going to count this together, y'all. Watch this. That's 2 for Biden. This one's for Trump. You can see it on the ballot. Another one for Trump.
The next ballot is for Trump.
So far we are 2 and 2. 2 Biden and 2 Trump. Please count with me, guys, because look at this. What happens? Is that Biden? No. That's another Trump.
Next ballot is for Trump.
So we have 3 for Trump. We have 2 for Biden so far. You saw it with your own eyes. Ooh, another Trump. There's 4 for Trump. 4 for Trump, 2 for Biden.
One.
Is that all of them?
Okay, we finished our election. We've done 7. So now we're going to close the polls.
So that button closes the polls.
So close poll.
And that little ticket's going to say what supposedly was recorded from the ballot.
Now,
watch
while
this.
Printing this, I will point out the modification that we made. What we did is for the presidential race, we swapped Biden and Trump votes. We did not change the senatorial race, and we swapped the congressional race. So that's what we're looking for. What we see is Joe Biden got 4, Donald Trump got 2.
All of a sudden Biden has 4 and Trump has 2. Y'all saw the ballots. I thought it was Biden had 2 and Donald Trump had 4.
The senatorial race, Peter's got 2. James
Don't think
got
they changed
4,
the senatorial race,
and Willis
but the
got
presidential
1.
race was
There was
clearly
no
switched, and he's
modification
showing
It matches the ballot.
how easily these machines can be corrupted and switched. And I did a video months ago sharing how 6,000 votes all of a sudden flipped live on air from Donald Trump
So
to
it
one
swapped
Joe
votes
Biden.
between the top and the second
But they keep
candidate.
telling me that that's fake news and that I'm wrong and that
This
there's
gets a
no
little bit more
evidence of this.
detailed over here. What I'm going to do is manual. I don't have a script set up to do it, but
So I'm going to pause it right here. I'll leave a link to this video, guys. I'll leave a link. But what do you think of that, y'all? What do you think of that? He goes on to show how you can, scan it in the computer system, how it matches what's on the ticket. But this is absolute evidence of what we all know to have occurred, what we all know is going down. And this audit has to be done. It has to be looked at, Supreme Court, and it has to be considered, because you use this same system that supposedly couldn't be tampered with in like every stinking state in the country just about. And you saw how easily this could be done. How many times do people have to say this? It's just the people who are willing to look at it and face truth, and those who aren't willing to look at it and face truth. That's what we're dealing with, people. And this is massive news out of this tiny little law firm. So if this is a small lawsuit and they need funds and help to continue to take this down, but if you want to donate to this lawsuit, I'll leave a link to this article, and they have a link where you can just give some dollars so that truth can come. It's going to take us. I really believe that. Maybe the military, obviously the military probably has something to do with it, but at the end of the day, they can't take over this country if we, the people, unify and don't let them. If we get a little more cunning and wise as a serpent, instead of being just gentle little doves constantly who just let people walk all over us. I don't think we're called to be a doormat when I read my Bible. We're supposed to be a force to be reckoned with. And if we unify and we say no and we get wise to the enemy's schemes, the Bible talks about don't be ignorant of the enemy's schemes. Well, you see the enemy's schemes and what's going down. And you just saw it out in Michigan. 4 for Trump, 2 for Biden, and it just turned into 2 for Trump and 4 for Biden. And you saw it with your own eyes. So share this video, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and do your part. Donate to this lawsuit. We got to start putting our money where our mouth is. And it doesn't have to be this massive amount of money. That's what I keep telling people. I said, do something. Don't do nothing. I think God will honor that when you just give him what it is that you have. There's a scripture. Well, it's all throughout the Bible. God, when he looks at people, he doesn't ever look down on somebody for giving us meager amount. There's this woman who gave I think it was 1 coin in the offering bucket, and Jesus looked at his disciples and he said, this woman has given more than all these Pharisees who were putting in, buckets full of money, because it was all that she had. She gave what she had to give, and God saw that as more, and he can honor and work with that. He did the same thing when it came to feeding the 5,000. He didn't look around, well, you guys need to have, 5,000 fish to feed all these people. No, he goes, what is it that you have? And then they said, well, we just got 5 loaves and 2 fish from this little boy. He's like, will you give me that? So when he gave what it is that he had to give, God still was able to accomplish everything that we couldn't in our own strength. Same thing happened with Moses. Moses was being called to lead the people of Israel out of bondage. And one of the first things God said, most people don't cover this, when he's talking to, when Moses is talking to God, when God's talking to Moses out of the burning bush, God speaks to Moses and he says, what is it in your hand? And Moses is like, it's just a stick. It's a rod. He goes, cast it down before me. Give me the stick. So Moses obeyed. Stick turned into a snake. He demonstrated things he could do. The little bit that you have can go a long way. So that's why I keep encouraging people, look at it, what it is that you have to give, and do something. Don't do nothing, because that will open up the floodgates to see the mighty salvation of the Lord, I believe, in this land. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell. Go to my other YouTube channel, Make Education Great Again, and make sure you have subscribed and click the notification bell for all notifications there as well. And we will do our part to continue to fight and be a voice of freedom in these perilous times. God bless you. Take it easy. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
It's the Mega Man, and nah, that doesn't stand for hate. We're just saying it's time for education to be great. And if we keep on doing everything that we've been doing, it will no longer be our freedom that we're pursuing. It's now time to teach our students how to think and reason. If we don't, we'll keep on electing those guilty of treason. So listen up, as Mega Man is about to spit the truth. Gotta stop the powers that are coming after the youth.